Hey everybody, it's me Stacey here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and it's time for our next Saturday with Stacey YouTube class number 308. And they're back. We have Studio Light for you today. And I did a YouTube with their product last year. Maybe it was in October of last year, I can't remember, but oh my goodness gracious, the stuff was so beautiful and so affordable. But you said, Stacey, it's Christmas, and by that time people had already finished their Christmas cards and all sorts of stuff. So at your recommendation, I'm doing Studio Light earlier this year, and it's a win-win situation for everybody. Because I'm doing it earlier this year, I know not only have their Christmas their new goodies, I have their everyday product too that we didn't have last year. Last year it was basically, we had some of it, but by the time I got around to finding out about Studio Light and then doing the YouTube, a lot of their everyday stuff had already been sold out and all they had left was Christmas. This time, oh no, we came in right on time. So it's a win for you because we're actually not going to be playing with Christmas today. I have it and I have awesome samples to show you, but we're going to play with their everyday collection. It's a win for Studio Light because they got to sell me more than what they had anticipated. And it's a win for me because I get to play with great product that I didn't have the opportunity to do last year. Now there's eight new collections or kits from them, or what they call blocks. And each one of them retails for $5.50, and then we have it on sale, and so they're under $5 each. The bang for your buck on this product is enormous. But what I need to tell you is that we import these directly from the Netherlands, so I bring them in directly from Studio Light. That means that there is limited quantities, and so just keep in mind that when they're gone, and I will not be able to get them back. Perhaps the Christmas, but not the everyday. So I just want to make you aware of that because Studio Light isn't really well known here in the United States. And I found them in Germany, and oh my goodness gracious, I just loved everything about them. And so we decided to bring them in, to import them here to Scrapbooking Made Simple, which means I can only afford what I can pay for shipping. You're like, what do you mean what you can pay for shipping? Let me tell you, paper is heavy. It may be inexpensive, but it is definitely its weight in gold when it comes to shipping charges. So I think you're gonna love everything that we have for you today. I'm really going to try and incorporate some of the products you already own into this YouTube. And that way, if you are on a crafty budget, as most of us are, you're going to be able to utilize a lot of what's already in your stash, what's already in your arsenal, in your crafting room or your dining room table or your kitchen table or what was supposed to be your computer table, and sometimes even in your ironing board. I've seen pictures of an ironing board being used as a shelf. That made my heart so happy. I cracked up. So to be able to utilize things that you already have and then have new product that's less than $5, I think that this is going to make your heart happy. So we have lots of wins for everybody and lots of fabulous product. Now, quickly, Mr. SMS won't know anything till the 23rd. The 23rd is the big day. That's the big appointment, the big appointment with the surgeon. And at that point, I am anticipating having all of my questions answered. Now, I have lots and lots of questions, and so I've written them down. I've been writing them down. I hope he has booked us for a very lengthy appointment because I'm not leaving until I know exactly everything that can happen, could happen, would happen, and should happen. But for now, Mr. SMS is just hanging in there and doing the best he can, and trying to keep his spirits up. And for those of you who have sent him cards, bless your heart, honestly. I have to tell you, I don't want to tear up, but I have to tell you, we've been getting cards in the mail and they're not addressed to me. I love you for that. I really do. So I don't open them. I put the cards in his inbox and he gets to open them. And oh my gosh. Now the first one that came in, I almost ripped it open until I saw, oh, Mr. SMS, crafty Mr. SMS. Okay, put it away. So thank you for thinking of him. It really just, it's so appreciated. Now the house is the house. We're still fighting. We are building. We have an inspection coming up, hopefully with the mortgage company to help us out a little bit there. Because did you know that if you have a mortgage on your house, the mortgage company owns your house, as do you. You're kind of joint owners. And the mortgage company has a vested interest in that house being rebuilt because, of course, they've loaned the money for you to buy it. And if there's no asset left, well, then their secured asset, what was a secured asset, the house, is gone. So I have the mortgage company coming out to take a look to see how we can help build the house back to what it was so that their asset is protected. I'm going to work every angle I've got. But as I see it, the mortgage company and Mr. SMS and I, we're co-owners of that house, and wouldn't the mortgage company like to see that house be rebuilt? So help us help you, mortgage company. And so far, I have to tell you, they've been excellent. They've been far better than the insurance company. Oh, but then again, the mortgage company has a vested interest more than the insurance company does. Anyway, that's where we're at for today. I have winner chicken dinner to talk about. Wahoo kachooooo. I've got two from YouTube number 307, and that was the Stampendous Stamps and the Marabou Alcohol Inks with the special sauce and the graphics white craft plastic paper. That was amazing. So I have two winner chicken dinners, and you're going to get a prize package. I have no idea what SMS girl Christina has pulled for you, but she's pulled it. Okay, are you ready to hear if you're a winner chicken dinner? All right, our first one is Linda. Hello, Linda. Linda, you're all like, yes. Linda. Oh, Heathold? Linda Heathold. Oh, Linda, is that you? Linda, you're a winner chicken dinner no matter how I say your last name. Congratulations. But you're not alone. No. We have another winner chicken dinner. Are you ready? Carrie with a K and an A and an R and an I. Hi, Carrie. And then she's like, oh my gosh, how many Carries could be out there like that? Well, Carrie Flatter. Hello, Carrie Flatter. How are you doing? Is that you? If it is, it should be zooming in and you should be able to see your name. Guess what? Both of you, you're a winner chicken dinner. You're a winner chicken dinner. Wahoo, kachooooo for you. Yay for Carrie and Linda. How are you going to claim your prize? You're going to do it within 30 days of this original air date of the YouTube. Absolutely. Then you are going to go to our website, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Scrapbookingmadesimple.com. There is a link. It says winner chicken dinner on it. Click it. Follow the directions. We'll confirm that you are indeed our prize winner and then get your prizes out to you just as quickly as possible. Congratulations, girls. Congratulations. And how do you get a chance to be a winner chicken dinner? Because we always give 2 away every YouTube, except for our anniversary sale. Then it's at least 100 of winner chicken dinners. It has its own YouTube just to announce them. what was I saying? Oh, you have to post on this YouTube. Squirrel. You have to post on this YouTube for a chance to be a winner when chicken dinner, which means you have to subscribe to our channel. You must subscribe to our channel. You gotta like us. Then you can post a comment on this YouTube and you're in the running. You never know when I'm gonna call your name, because I bet Carrie and Linda, totally unexpecting it, never thought it would happen, probably been trying for years and years, and whoo, it's their turn. So you take care of all of that. You post your comment. Now, being part of our live chat does not count. So you have to actually post a comment on this YouTube. And who knows, maybe next week I'm calling your name. So today we are going to get started with Studio Light. I've got Studio Light for you. I've got the Aladdin Eye Zinc glitter for you. I've got foils for you. And I think what the most important thing to remember is that you may have some of these things, you may have all of these things, you may have none of these things. That's okay. What I'm going to show you today with the Studio Light, it's self-contained. You can make beautiful things just using the Studio Light blocks. That's what they call them, paper pads, just the way they are. Or if you have a couple glitters, doesn't matter whose glitter it is, although I like the Aladdin because it dries like that. But if you've got glitters, or if you've got some foils, even if they're not Couture Creations foils, you're going to be able to use them. And I'm going to show you how to take this Studio Light product, where some people think, oh, it gives me no opportunity to be creative. Well, we're going to get very creative with it today. So your $5 is going to go a long, long way. All right, are we ready to do this? I'm going to tilt on down, and I am going to try and zoom in tighter this time. Everybody said they like the tighter zoom. I'm not used to it yet, so just bear with me, because I may go out of focus, I may zoom too tight, I may be out of the screen a couple times, my hands might be out of the screen. I'm gonna zoom in tighter because everybody said they liked that. And so that's way tighter than I think I've ever been. Okay, well, my hands are still there, so you can still see my hands. You think that's oh, maybe that's a little too tight for me to start with. Maybe I should. Okay, we're gonna try this. This is the tightest zoom I've ever had. Good thing it's not on my face. Holy smokes, artichokes, you'd be able to see every freckle. Okay, you guys, so in store, we've got our free make and take going on, and the paper pack that we are using is the Studio Light, but it's from last year. We decided to use a last year's collection. And those are very, very limited. I've got less than 50 of last year's online. So there's 8 new for this year. And then we have a few left of everything from last year, except for the beach one. Don't even ask, it's gone. So these are some of the cards that they're going to be able to make downstairs. But everybody's going to be able to make a different card, because they're going to be given a full sheet to play with. Now, gosh, probably should have shown you. Is this going to come in? See? So, we've got 8 new. Okay, now I've got to zoom it back a little bit. I probably should have done this first and then zoomed in. Okay, we've got 8 new Studio Light collections for you. So there's the Beautiful Sunflowers, there's Lovely, there's Classic Gentleman. This one is an absolute hoot. This one is funny. I mean, it's really funny. And then we have Ocean View. These are the 4 new everyday collections. And inside each little block, they call it, is 12 to make 12 cards or 12 embellishments for your layouts. However, what you really get is probably enough to do 20, maybe 24 cards in each kit, and they're $5.50 each, and then we have them on a YouTube Yummy so that they're under $5. Each one of these will make a minimum of 12. You're guaranteed 12. Even if you threw all the extras away, you'd still get 12 for $5. that's a really great price. But then with all the extras, and I'm going to show you all the extras. So then here's their everyday collection that we didn't have last year, that we have this year because we opted to do this YouTube earlier than last year. Then, holy smokes artichokes, we have their holiday collection. So we have a snowy afternoon, Scandinavian winter. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. We have winter feelings, and then we have winter days. So there's 4 brand new Christmas collections. Again, each one of them is going to make your 12 cards, plus, for $5.50 less 10%. So that's 55 cents off. That would make it $4.95 for at least 12 cards. These are new. These are the 8 that are new. The make and take that I use, that we're doing downstairs right now, is out of Classic Rouge. This, while they're all limited, this one's even more limited. All the things from last year I couldn't get back this year, so whatever we had left is what we put up. So with the make and takes that I showed you earlier are out of the Classic Rouge collection. Okay, now we can start, and I can zoom back on in. And I think I'm going to start with Lovely. I'm going to start with Lovely. Okay, so now let me zoom back in. This is just going to take a little time for me to get used to doing. Now, inside each book is a page, and the page has everything you need to put together a card or a layout. Doesn't have to be a card. Everything in here pops out, and they're just beautiful. Everything is pre-die cut. There is no cutting at all. You do not need scissors for this. But because they give you so much, you have to think a little bit outside the box. And because everything mixes and matches, it's all in the same color family. You could take this and throw this one on there and add that over there. Everything coordinates. So even if you take bits and pieces from another page, it will all mix and match with what you have. Now, I mean, just page after page, well, 12 pages to be exact. So if you're here doing the free make and take, well, I'm giving you a full page to play with. Oh, and it's thick. And that means no 2 pages, no 2 cards are going to be exactly alike. And I think I'm going to start with this one. I think I'm going to pull this one out, and maybe maybe I pull this one out too. So I've pulled 2 of the 12 pages out of my book. And then you can start popping everything out. Now it's up to you. You can leave the things you want in the page. So if I were to take all of these things out, yes, the little pieces that look like washi tape, yeah, they pop out, and they have a dimension to them. It's like a 3D type of printing. They've got a dimension to them. Look at all of the elements. The little buttons pop out. My little flower pops out. My little tag on the clothespin pops out. My heart pops out. My buttons pop out. My doily pops out. The center of my doily pops out. All of my tags that all say different things on them. So can you see? Now they want you to use all of this for one card. They've given you all of this to make one card. But of course you're not going to use all of these elements just on one card. Holy smokes, artichokes. This is why you can make so much more with their product than the 12 cards. They've given you options, lots of options. Options in the sentiment you want to use, options in the embellishments you want to use. And because you have those options, that's what gives you the opportunity then to make more. Phew! Okay, so just in that one page, I got all of these elements. Let's get rid of that. Just in that one page, all of these elements that I can use to what they want you to use, a single card. Well, you can see it's a lot, and that means you can use them. You can get your own card base. I could use this, and I could then pop all of these out. And because everything coordinates, maybe I like this to go here and that to go there. You've got all of these things. Maybe I like these roses down here, or maybe I like these sayings. I mean, it's really up to you what it is you want to do, because everything is going to mix and match. And that's the beauty of Studio Light. And for your $5, when you have this much opportunity to play, especially when you are working with a crafty group or a church, you literally can give every person their very own page. You just take the page out, give them some Stacey tape, some pop dots, and let them decide what they want that card to look like. Now, if you're a monkey see, monkey do type of person, on the back of all of their blocks, they have the images of what they've done with it. Doesn't mean what you have to do with it, but if you like the idea of having somebody help you with a little bit of a head start, all the samples are right on the back. And then you can decide how you want to utilize them. Oh, and the ocean. The ocean's probably, I have to say, I love the ocean and I love the gentleman. The ocean is beautiful and the gentleman one is funny. Now this is pretty, so I like pretty too, but I have to tell you, the other ones are just absolutely great. And I can just pop all of these things out and then utilize them any way that makes my heart happy. Now, if you don't want to pop them all out at the same time, you don't have to. You can leave them in there, absolutely, and just leave them in the book. But I didn't want you to, actually, I wanted you to see how much you get. And mind you, I didn't even pop these guys out. And see these little ones? Those little ones pop out too. The little butterflies pop out. All of it. Talk about giving you an opportunity to really create. Okay, I'm going to stop popping right after this one. Okay, I still left stuff in there, but that's okay. I've got oodles to play with, right? Oodles to play with. Oh, I popped too fast. Yep, I sure did. All right, we'll get over it. Okay, now what do you do with all of this once you have it? Well, like I said, you have the opportunity to start taking and layering. I've got this piece right here from the other page. I've got this here from the first page. I could take that and I could put that with that over the top. And then I could take a sentiment or a butterfly or my heart from the other page and put my heart. And before you know it, your card is almost made, or your embellishment. I could use this as a mat for my scrapbooking and then embellish my picture that's on here with all the extras and the bonuses and the die cuts that have come out of it. That's the easy way. That's the, okay, I'm not overly crafty. I want to give it a try. This is a good opportunity for me to buy something that's not very expensive and see if I like it. This is a great way to go for that. Because again, not very expensive. And once you pop everything out and you see just how easy everything just sort of lays on each other. So that you can create whatever starts to make your heart happy. With love. See you soon. Enjoy your day. And look at, I mean, in no time at all, you've made your card. So this is great, just like this. If you need something super fast, uber fast, super quick. And if you were going to an engagement party, oh my gosh. You could do that for your engagement party. You could put your little heart right there. Oh, aren't these so cute? Okay, see, I could do this for hours because I like how many options I have. But now maybe you're like, okay, you've made a few of these and you've done a monkey see, monkey do. Now maybe you want to take it to the next level. Maybe now you want to be a little more adventurous with them. Okay, we can do that. Let's see if I take some of this. Boy, I've just take some of this and put this in piles so I can grab from it when I want it. Because it's just kind of, there's a lot. I mean, look at the tiniest little butterfly. And how small that is. And it popped right out. All the 3D flowers. Okay, so I've got these over there. And I've got those there. Okay, let's talk about doing a little something more with some of these. Now, I'm just going to randomly use them in whatever order just to show you technique. I'm not going for, oh, that looks fabulous, although it might, you never know. I'm just wanting to give you an idea of different techniques that you can use. I want that round one here. So, some of you already own some sort of a foil. You already own some sort of a foil. Is it, oh my goodness, I don't know what that was. Ooh, very exciting. Is it the Couture Creations foil? Do you own Thermal Web foil? What foil do you own? Because you should be able to do this regardless of what foil. It doesn't matter. And some of you are going to think, oh, she's just going to take some Stacey tape and she's going to line it to make a border. Well, no. Not exactly. I'm actually going to use my Essentials glue pad. What is this? This is a two-way glue. So this is a very special glue pad, and it's one of my most favorite things without question. I use this probably like I drink water. It's just that important to me in my crafting arsenal. It's a go-to staple. Now, when you buy it, it comes packaged like this. I hear something rolling. Oh. It's a palette. It's a palette. Ooh. I wonder what we got. Okay, so it comes packaged like this. Terribly squirrel moment. Sorry about that, folks. When you get it, your glue pad is completely dry. There's no glue on it at all. Can you see that kind of glistening in there? That means there's glue on this. It's just a foam pad, completely dry. This is the glue. You do not take this glue and put it on your pad and empty this. This is not a re-inker. No, no, no. You're only going to put as much glue on your pad as you need for the application that you're doing. So you don't, I know that the tendency or intuitively you just want to just glue it all up. But if you come back 2 months later, it isn't going to work. You're going to need more glue. Now my pad is as old as the hills and I refuse to get rid of it because it still works just fine. They do come with a little lid that covers the top of it that you want to make sure you keep. You don't throw this away because that keeps the air away from it. But again, if you think you're going to come back 2 months from now and you're going to be able to just use what's on it, that's a no-go. You're going to have to add to it. Now normally we add a Z and I mush it in and we will stamp with it and then drizzle glitter all over it and it's just beautiful. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today I'm going to put a little puddle right in the middle. Just a little puddle right in the middle. And I'm going to use a finger dauber. Now we sell the finger daubers, as do lots of people. We used to have, so we have the whole kit here, and you get 40 daubers in the case and it's $23.99. For a long time, we were the lowest on the market. I don't know if that's the case anymore because some of our friendly competition has lowered their price down to meet ours, which I think is awesome because it needs to be kept as affordable as possible. So if you like the case, ours you get 40 daubers and the case I think $23.99. Otherwise, we just sell the finger daubers and you get 20 of them. 20 of them for $9.99, and that's a smoking hot deal. Now, I'm going to use my finger daubers. I'm going to put a little glue on it. So, Stacey, why didn't you just put the glue on top of your finger dauber? Well, because I want the glue to sink in. If it's going to dry, I want it to dry on the place where at least it's going to have some purpose. You know, I want it to sink into this pad as opposed to sinking into here. What if you don't have a finger dauber? Okay, get a makeup sponge. Whatever you got to use. I'm going to get a little bit on my finger dauber and I'm going to edge this out just like I would if I was chalking it or putting some distress ink around it. I'm going to use this glue as if it is an ink because I have control this way. I can see where I'm putting it because I can see. Let's see if I can get it in there. Oh yeah. See, look at there. I can tell that you can see. Ho ho. Ho ho. Oh, I'm very excited about that. Now, what's important about this glue is that it has to go tacky. There's a few times in your life where you would like to be tacky, and this is one of them. The glue does not work well if you put glitter on top of it right away, if you put foil on top of it right away, if you put mega flakes on top of it right away. You need an opportunity for it to go tacky. So you can choose to waft it or blow on it or whatever makes your heart happy. You can go get yourself some iced tea or a strawberry lemonade. Yum. You can come back as much as a half an hour later without any problem, and it's going to be tacky. Now, what am I going to do with this now that I've done that? Well, I have lots of opportunity to do things with it, but I think today I'm going to play with the gold foil. Oh. So again, it doesn't really matter what foil you use. It just has to be a foil. So so your thermal web is going to work. Your Couture Creations is going to work. I will be honest with you, we sell Couture Creations from Aussie Andrew because his foil is a lot less expensive. It's cheaper than anybody else out there on the market. You get 15 feet of foil. 15 feet of foil for $2.80. That is a smoking hot price, and he probably has, I don't know, 70 colors. Now, again, intuitively, you're going to want to turn this over and lay it against my nice little circle here because you think you're going to transfer that gold foil over. I need the pretty side always facing you. The pretty side of the foil always needs to be facing you. When you hold it out, what do you want to see? Do you want to see the yucky side or do you want to see the pretty side if this was all done? You want to see the pretty side. We're going to see if this is ready yet. I'm going to put my foil down and give a press and pull up. And put my foil down and give a press and pull up. Go back and get that one little spot. And go down and give a press and peel up. And what I'm doing is gluing this foil down to my circle, giving it a foiled kind of distressy looking, but it's done. It didn't take any effort at all to get it done. Super easy, super fast. And if I wanted to go back and add more foil, I can. I just have to take my trusty dusty little finger dauber, make sure that there's some glue on it, and go back in and hit the places where I missed. Now that's only if I really want to. So I hit it in a few places where I missed. And I need to let it go tacky again. If you go too soon, if you try to transfer that foil too soon, it just doesn't do anything. Nothing sticks to it. You've got to give it an opportunity to be tacky. See, and I like the rustic kind of distressed look. I like that very much. That works for me, because then again, I can take and I can put that there and I can put that there, just giving a little bit of a foil element to whatever it is I'm building. Easy to do. Do you already have an Essentials glue pad? Have you had one for the past 13, 15, 20 years and didn't know what to do with it? Have you bought foil because you loved your Minx machine, but now you don't use your Minx machine as much as you used to, and you still have a whole tub full of foil? Yes, get out there and use it. It's easy. Just with the Essentials, it has to be a two-way glue. And what I like about this is that it's a stamp pad. So we get the opportunity, if we want to ink up a stamp and stamp with it, and then you could lay your foil down and pull it up. Versus a two-way glue pen, like a zig pen. The pens, you don't quite have as much control over as you do perhaps with your finger dauber and how much you put on. And I do like that rustic look. But maybe you're not a rustic look type of guy or gal, and you like things to be a little bit more uniform. Okay, well, I have my background here. And maybe I'm not crazy about the little zigzag sewn edge look that they put in there. And I want to do something else with it. All right. Do you have double-sided tape? This is Stacey tape. It's simply defined adhesive. It's mine. I've had it for years and years and years. And it's not the only double-sided adhesive tape on the market, and it's not the only one that will work. If you use Scrapbooking tape, which is actually sukwang. It says sukwang, all on the liner. That's going to work just fine. If you have tape from Elizabeth Crafts, that's going to work just fine. It's whatever two-sided tape you need or you have, because they're all going to be strong enough to hold that foil. So I've got a little extra, and I can either cut it off or I can tear it off, because the tape is terrible. It's wonderful tape, but you can rip it. It's rippable, I guess is the best way to say it. So it's not like a red line tape where you need scissors to cut it. No, it's an easier using tape. And I guess what everybody says about my tape is that my liner that you peel off to expose the sticky is a little bit thicker than everybody else's, making it a little bit easier to peel it off, and that my tape's a little bit stronger than everybody else's. And that I knew, because when I selected it, I picked the strongest tape I could get and still be affordably priced. So I've got tape right there. Now I take off my sticky. Now once I expose that, I have to do something. There it is. It's sticky right now. See? Sticky. Gotta do something. As long as the liner is on it, it can stay that way for as long as you want. You don't have to expose your sticky until you're ready. Now I'm gonna take some rose gold foil. And I'm gonna cut myself a piece. And I'm gonna put it right over my sticky tape. And I'm gonna press, 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 press. Press, press, press. And then I'm gonna pull. And just like that, I've added a foil element to my card. Just like that, I've added a foil element to my card. So you have options. Do you like it where, sometimes you may like it where it is a little more rusticy looking and more distressed looking, and that might make your heart very happy. Sometimes you may want to do the border. I could do the whole thing all the way around. I don't have to just do one side. I can do all sizes, and depending upon the width of tape that I use, it doesn't have to be as wide as it was. I could come in and do all 4 sides. So if I take that and cut that little piece off and cut that little piece off and peel up, and let's play with the gold. Or this, I don't know, the rose gold is very pretty. Okay, you talked me into it. Go back to the rose gold. I heard you. Anybody who's a Disney fan, you know they've had those rose gold everything for the past year and a half. Rose gold ears, rose gold backpacks. Rose gold became the hot. Okay, so I've got, which side did I put it on? Oh, right there. Okay, so now this time I'm not going to do such a good job in pushing it down, okay? Because I'm going to do all 4 sides, but I want you to see. I'm going to do just a mediocre job and pull. And that way you can go, oh no, looky, I didn't get a very nice line there. Look at, I have to see if it zooms in. I have no idea. You're all going to tell me. I've got this little piece right here where my foil didn't stick. Okay, no big deal. Take your foil, go right back down over the top of it. Wherever there's a place where it didn't stick, easy peasy fix. And ta-da, like it never even happened, right? So then I can take my next. And I can go right over the top, line up my line. I can't tell if I'm in the camera or not. Line up my line. Yeah, I don't have like monitors all around me so I can see what's going on. It's me and my Sony Handycam. God bless Sony. I know a lot of people who do demos have like this whole little studio thing set up. I'm in Mr. SMS's office and I have to boot him out to be able to do my YouTubes. So he's like, when are you gonna start today? I'm like, I'm working on it. Okay, so I'm gonna peel up my sticky and then I'm gonna bring my rose gold back over and I'm gonna lay it right back down. and peel up. And I'm going to start building my border all the way around. Or if I like the grungier look, I can just go in there with a little bit of my glue right on my pad. I just made that little dollop in the middle. And I'm just inking it as if I were using a distress ink or a chalk, which is very sad because Colorbox, who makes cat's eyes and all of the chalk inks and pigment-based inks, has announced that they are closing their doors and going out of business, which kind of makes my heart sad. It's another manufacturer from our crafting world that's gone. I need to let the glue go tacky. I can blow on it, I can waft it, I can go get something to drink. Let's see if I've wafted enough. How about a bigger piece? So you can imagine if you have 15 feet of foil, and you can see the small little pieces that I'm cutting, if this is what you use your foil for, how much an opportunity you have. A little bit of foil goes a long, long way. So then it becomes, well, which way do you like better? Do you like it just like I distressed it on, or do you like the more formal border with it? And the nice thing about this is that if you do this, and let's say you had a piece of paper, let's say, here, let me grab a black. Okay, so just a super quick freehand. That looks okay, right? That looks pretty good. So let's say you had that and you wanted to have some sort of a foil background to it. I could take my tape or my my glue, and I think I'll do this one a little bit bigger. Take my tape, and I could make a foiled piece of paper without having to buy a foiled piece of paper. So if I did that and that and I brought over my gold and cut myself a little piece of my gold. Put it right down on top and press, press, press. Peel up anywhere it didn't stick. Stick back down just with your fingers. So now, if I did it all the way around, nobody would have to know that it was black paper underneath. Nobody's ever going to see this once you put this on. So if I had taken and done all the way on all four edges, all four sides, it makes it look like you bought a foiled sheet of paper, when in reality, you just took any paper. So you can see that you get all over coverage. It covers perfectly on black. So grab the ugliest piece of cardstock you still own. This is a great way to get you rid of the ugliest piece of, well, I don't want to say yellow because yellow is my favorite, but perhaps there's a green or a brown that just did not speak to you and came in a pack of paper or double-sided paper, because you can make it disappear. And then like I said, all I would have to do is run my edges all the way around cut it down to size, and nobody would have ever known that it wasn't gold foil all the way behind. No, no, no. This is a much easier and more cost-effective way of getting that look, okay? So we have played with making it kind of distressy. We've played with making it very uniform and patterny, or maybe you just want it like that. I don't know what you, I mean, heavens, there's lots of things you can do. Using your tape, using your glue pad, with a dauber or a makeup sponge. A little bit different than what we normally use it for. But I'm not done with the glue pad. Before we move on, I'm going to finish with the glue pad. Did you ever think, and maybe you have, or maybe you thought about it and then forgot that you forgot it or thought about it. That happens to me quite frequently. I think about something and then I forgot I thought about it. And then it'll come back to me at some point. Although I really do love, oh, I love this one. And I just think they're so pretty with just that edge there. But what if you wanted to do your embellishments in your foil? What if you wanted to do, look at how beautiful that is. What if I wanted to take this and add some foil to it? Now you absolutely can use a glue pin, a two-way glue pin, like a zig glue pin. You can. I will tell you though, you don't always have control with how fast that glue comes out. You know what you have control with? Your essentials. A little bit of daub. Then you can go in, pick up a little bit of glue. The finer your point is, the better. I've got a pretty fat little paintbrush here. But the finer your point, if you're doing a fine detail, and I could go in and I've got this embellishment that I popped out. What if I wanted to add a little bit of foil to my leaves? What if I just wanted to add a little bit of foil to some of my leaves so that when I put it on, it has that little touch of foil. You all know how expensive foil embellishments are out there. They're beautiful when they're pre-done for you, but they can also be kind of pricey. What if you were able to take the foil that you already own, or the foil that's $2.80 a roll, add your glue pin or your essentials glue with it, and make your own foiled embellishments. So I've got some glue on there, and maybe you can see it. So I've got that one done. And I think maybe I will do, maybe I'll put some glue. Maybe I will, yeah, maybe I'll put some, I don't know, too many decisions for me. Do I want to do this? Maybe I'll put a little bit of glue. Maybe inside my little hearts here. Just a little dot of glue in all my hearts. So I've dotted up some of the tiny little hearts in there. I don't know if this is going to zoom in or not. Tiny little hearts have a little bit of glue, not all of them, while this one is drying. So I needed to go tacky so I can blow on it. Make it pretty. And once it's gone tacky, up to 20 minutes, I'm going to waft this one too. Then I can put my foil on it, or my glitter, my dry glitter on it. But they need to go tacky. All right, let's give it a whirl. I don't think it's quite tacky enough, but we're gonna give it a try. And that way you can see what happens if it's not. And if it's not the end of the world. You just need to let it go tacky and then come back and try again. So my foil. Okay, that held. Oh, I think we're good. So every place I've put a little bit of glue. Oh, let's try that one just a little bit more. There you go. And I'm just pushing with my finger. So anywhere I need to go back and maybe add a little bit more, I'm just pushing with my finger. And then what you get is that beautiful foiled embellishment, which then can go on here, which then can go on here, which then can go there. And now you've got a foil line here, you've got a foil there. Can you see how you can take them and you can add to them? You can make them more than what they started out as. So pretty. And all we did was add a little bit with our paintbrush. Okay, so now you're saying, but how do you clean the paintbrush, Stacey? Well, take a baby wipe. Baby wipe. And done. Baby wipe and done. So if we took this and we did a little bit, now this one's still drying, a little bit of this here, and a little bit around my edges. So I'll make sure I can see it. Yeah, it looks like I got it pretty good. You can kind of see it on the edges there. Let it go tacky for a minute. Well, that one's going tacky. But if I took the little bit of gold, I wonder if I have a little bit of gold on one of these. Yeah, I got a little bit of gold left here. Let's see. Is it tacky enough? Oh, I don't know if it's tacky enough yet. Oh, yeah, my little foil's moving over. Oh, but I got foil on my fingers, which got everywhere. Okay, well, I got foil on my fingers, which got it everywhere, or glue on my fingers. So make sure you don't have glue all over your fingers before you start doing that. Let's give this one a whirl. We've got our foil going down. Kind of grungy looking, kind of shabby chic. I'm good with the shabby chic. I missed a little bit. Maybe I don't like that area right there and I want to put a little bit more in. I could come back and put a little more glue down and let it go tacky. Then I can take my Stacey, well, I can take my pop. No, let Stacey tape this. Let's see if that is enough or not. Oh yeah, plenty. Oh yeah, filled that space in really good. Okay, so if I took that and I put some Stacey tape on the back. And I taped that down. And then I took this piece here, and instead of using Stacey tape, I used some of my foam sheets. So these are Simply Defined foam sheets. I think I have the thickest foam on the market. It's 2 mil and 3 mil. You get 2 sheets of each, 2 sheets of 2 mil and 2 sheets of 3 mil, and they're an A4 size, so they're a little bit bigger than a 8.5 by 11. And it's nice because you can cut it to exactly what you need, and it die cuts like a dream. And then I put this there. So now I've got some definition and some height, and then I put my sentiment here. I mean, and then attached to a card base. You really have an opportunity. Look at all that foil happiness, right? And you may already own rolls and rolls and rolls of foil because you have a Go Press and Foil machine and you really, really love it, and you use it as often as you can, but maybe not as often as you should. But then all that foil just kind of sits there and doesn't do much of anything. Well, let it do something. Pull it out and use it. And being that you already own it, that makes the card kits even more affordable, because at $5 each, $4.95 each, to be able to do as many cards as we're able to do. Oh, Shabby Heart. Shabby Heart. I love Shabby Heart. That's so cute. I don't know what I'm going to do, but we'll save some of these pieces to use later. Gosh, I suppose I could cut that down and put that on there. I mean, you can just do a world of things with all of the product that comes in these kits. But then let's pull the sunflower. The sunflower is beautiful. It has all of that beautiful yellow going on. And it's just warm, and it just screams comfort. And they give you so many different themes. So like I could pull this one. And instead of using any of the foils, because all these pieces pop out. Here's your card base. There's your mat. Love the baby. What if I did a little bit of the eye zinc? So I said you can use your glitter. Remember, the glitter is easy to use as well. You can either use dry glitter by using Stacey tape or the Essentials glue pad, or you can pull out your eye zinc. And the reason we like eye zinc is because it dries almost instantaneously. Now this is the new 24 karat eye zinc that we did a couple weeks ago. So some of you already have this on order, and when you get it, now you know there's even more that you can do with it, because you literally can just dab it along your edges. And unlike a Stickles, and don't get me wrong, we're a big Ranger fan, we love Ranger, but unlike a Stickles, by the time I have gone all the way around my whole card mat, this will be dry. You can't do that with the stickles. It just doesn't happen. And the 24 karat has got this new iridescence to it. Aladdin has original colors where it's just the glitter. It's beautiful, but it's just the glitter. Silver is silver, green is green, gold is gold. But with the new 24 karat, they've introduced a different color glitter as the foundation to the glitter. So instead of just being yellowy, now you've got yellowy with a bling aspect to it. And see this, can you hear that? It's already dry. That's the beauty of the Aladdin glitter. Of course, I have it on my fingers. And then you've got a little bit of sparkle and shine to it. A little bit of sparkle and shine to it, which then I could take here and I could make, is that going to be a right size mat? We'll make it work. So let's see what I've got. So now I'm there. So cute. And if you wanted to, you could add your sparkle and shine. You could even add a little bit of foil to this if you wanted. It's really up to you. To make a welcome baby card. And you're done. You just added a little bit of glitter, but if you want more, then you add more. If you want a little bit of foil, then you add the little bit of foil. It's really what makes your heart happy. I could come in here and grab and make a little pool. And grab my little dauber and just go just around the edges just a little bit with my glue. Just a little bit. Just like you were chalking something or inking something. And maybe take a little bit of my green foil. And make this go tacky, 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 waft, waft, waft. Walk away and go get something that, something to drink. Go make a coffee. Go comment on this YouTube. And then let's do a little bit of foil on it. And where it's not tacky, it's not yet sticking. So I'm going too fast for it. It's saying, whoa. I wanted a little bit more. Oh, what did I do with my little, anybody see what I put my little finger dauber? He was right here. Do you all see where he went? There's the glue. All right, let's grab another finger dauber. He'll turn up. Oh, found him. Found him. A little bit right there. Blow on it a little bit. Let's see if it's, oh, there we go. Now I can put that there. I can put that there. I could take my paintbrush I could just put a little bit of glitter right inside the center of that flower. Just a little bit, or a little bit of foil right inside that flower. Let's see if it's done. Nope, too soon. I got nothing. But you understand what I'm saying. You have options. You can make this whatever it is you want it to be. It doesn't have to stay flat. I could then pop and pop and pop. So I could take and pop here. And because it's a full sheet, you can use as much pop as you want. So I could pop here for dimension. And then I could cut myself another piece and pop. Okay, now where to go? Oh, Stacey. Holy smokes, artichokes. Is that it? Yes. Hee hee. See if I can get that foil on there yet. Oh, I got it. So now I've got a little bit of foil inside there, and I can pop. Of course, now I lost the paper I'm gonna pop with, but that's okay. I've got ample of that. Droop, zoop. And stick it down. And stick it down. So do you want to keep the cards basic? Do you want them easy peasy, monkey see, monkey do? Or do you want to take them next level? Super cute. Super, super easy. It's all up to you. You have lots and lots and lots of options with these kits. And then you get into the winter ones. And the winter ones so lend themselves to the eyes ink. They absolutely lend themselves to the eyes ink because you take them and you add just a little bit of, let's find one that makes my heart happy. They're so pretty. Oh, I don't know. I like them all. Decisions, decisions. Okay, let's just pick one, right? Let's go here. And let's pull here, even though they don't match, even though they're not from the same piece, the same sheet, I'm going to be okay with that. Oh, I like this one. Should have pulled this one from the beginning. So those two go. Let's do these two. Oh, so cute. But they really, really, really lend to the eyes ink. So this is the silver, the 24 karat silver. And it's kind of got a mirror ball effect to it. But you take it and just kind of go all around the edges with your finger. Notice that I'm taking it directly from the tub, the little tube, because the color you see in there is the color you get. This is transparent, so that silver is really that silver. A little bit from the tip. I'm not putting it directly down on my craft mat because it's kind of like a toothpaste. Once it's out, you can't put it back in. And I just take it and kind of blot, blot, blot. And it gives that beautiful wintry look to it. And I'm almost like I'm distressing it with my fingers because I'm not being so specific. I'm trying to kind of get it a little bit here, a little bit there, not so uniform. And then literally, this is already dry. Amazing, right? It's got that glitter look to it. It's soft. It's a little more subtle. It's so pretty. And then you put that on there and you start to build up. But the colors, can't you see this color on there? Oh, yes, I can. Me too, right? And just adding a little bit of touch of the glitter here and there so that when you add your next element, it pops just a little bit more. It adds just that something that you wanted. I think that's beautiful. And then I could finish it with all the extra little pieces that come with it. And you saw how many pieces. Oh my goodness gracious. This is the sheet. So I have all of these pieces. All these little tags are going to pop out. The little piece of wood's going to pop out. The let it snow is going to pop out. The happy, the little branches, the white little leaf is going to pop out. All of it's going to come out for you. And then what you do with it is up to you. Whether you foil, you glitter, you ink, you chalk. You have options. And really that's what crafting's all about. Is taking something and making it personal and making it unique. I could give this sheet to 10 of you. And we would end up with 10 different cards. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Everybody sees a little differently. They all take inspiration from something. And they see a finished product just a little bit different. And before you know it, it's all done. Done. So, the Studio Light product is user-friendly and affordable. It really is. We import it direct. It's limited in quantity. We can only bring it. It's not that I can't afford the pads. It's the shipping. Paper's heavy. But this pad here, this is the Winter Days. This pad is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, all the Christmas ones are absolutely beautiful. You can just go crazy. And the girls did. I have oodles and oodles of samples for you. So I'm going to show you those. And again, I love the ocean one. But my goodness gracious, if you had to make 12 cards and you needed to be quick about it, you're almost there. First one's almost done. And it's not just kind of blah. You've got a little something to it. Just like here, you've got a little something to it. Just like here, you've got a little something to it. So let me show you the samples, because I already showed you the product. You don't have to see that. I already went through that in the beginning. Let's look at pretties. They're in no particular order. So this one would be from the, this one is from the Classic Rouge set. It's probably the most limited one we have. Then you have from the Lovely set. And from the sunflower, today is a hot chocolate kind of day. So from the winter set, look at how pretty they are. And if you had a wedding to go to, look at that. So quick, so easy, done. But then if you wanted a wedding, if you wanted to put a little more time and effort into it and you had a wedding to go to, here it is. Or maybe it's an anniversary. And again, you could take this and not mount this on a card at all. We could have made this into a layout. Any of these can be used as embellishments on your layouts. I love the guy one. Classic gentleman, it's funny. Okay, so here's where it's funny. Okay, I can't tell, but can you see that this is an old truck and it's got a million different things from the house and it says, Happy New Home. I love that. They're just darling. And then the next pile, because the girls went a little crazy with these because they were so easy to do and so much fun. And you can see they started taking all the different elements and layering all the different elements up to make a card. Look at this one. Oh my gosh. Again, the only thing we added was background paper and a card base. Everything else came from the kit. And this one is Winter Days. This one was Scandinavian Winter. So this one came from the Scandinavian Winter. And this one came from Winter Days. And this one says Hello December. Again, all the snowflakes popped out, the border, all of this came. Oh, I just dropped one of their, and this is Snowy Afternoon. And how much fun is this? Again, using the Aladdin, some of the Aladdin glitter. And this one's from Scandinavian Winter. Well, that would make sense looking at it. And Wish You a Merry Christmas. All of it came from, the only thing we provided was the card base. Everything else came from the page on that kit. Oh, and here's the one that I was playing with. They did a much better job. They put the glitter right on the little snowy heart. And then you've got, I popped that out. I popped out that. They just used it completely different, which is why I'm saying you could give the same page to 10 different people and you would get 10 different looking cards. Wouldn't that be fun to do as a challenge? I'm not doing a challenge, but you can do a challenge. Give everybody, maybe get 2 or 3 of the books and give everybody a page or 2. And then and they make as many cards as they can out of that page. And then you swap them when you're all done. Because at $5 a book and you're going to get 12 pages, so at least 12 cards, but then using all the extras. So I hit the Christmas. At some point we go into other things besides Christmas. Quick, easy, simple, unless you want to go and do more. The choice is yours. They look great just as they are, straight out of the kit, or when you add to it, they just get even better. Look at how cute is this, and the little boy sitting against the tree. So nice. Oh, and see, now we get into some of the Under the Sea, which I like. I love the colors. I think they're just so rich and beautiful. And of course I like the sunflowers because I like the yellow. And I like the lovely because they're pretty. I guess it's hard for me. I kind of like them all. And again, all we did was add card bases. The girls used a little bit of bling here and there. What a cute card for a guy. Oh, and see, my favorite card is coming up. I love this one. It says, life's a journey. I think that this is so nice. I love that card. I love the colors. I love everything about it. And everything came from the one page of that kit. So cute. So did you see something you liked? Did you see something you think you can do? Remember, if you have the foils and you have the Essentials ink pad, wherever I threw the top of it, and you have a double-sided adhesive, and you have a paintbrush, you're not limited as to how you use that foil. You can go in, you can make borders, you can make it grungy, or you can paint it right into your embellishment, making your own foiled embellishment. And if you've got the Aladdin glitter, remember just how quickly it dries so that you're not waiting for tomorrow to finish your card. So you've got the new Aladdin, which has got the more iridescent, more pizzazz, woohoo kachooooo glitter to it. They'll all be on a YouTube Yummy. I'm going to tilt on up. Well, I'm going to scroll on back. And then I'm going to tilt on up. And I'm going to say, okay, so I did the whole thing super close up. How was it? I felt a little disjointed a little bit because I'm not used to, it confines how much area I have to work with, but I'll do it. I'll get it. I'll do it. It's just like the first time I picked up my video camera. If you go back to the very, very, very first YouTube I ever did, it was me literally holding a video camera for the first time in my life. So if that's what you like, if you like it closer up, I'll do it. I'll get there. We'll get there together. And if you're a new crafter, give Studio Light a try. The price is right. You'll be successful, I promise you. You'll make beautiful things, and when you give them to the people that you choose to, when you make these cards or you use them for your layouts or you use them in altered art, they just see what you've made. So give them a try, because I think you will find that it will make your heart happy when you see how happy you made somebody else's heart. And for the price, holy smokes, artichokes, 12 cards for $5. You can't go wrong. This is a good thing for teachers, for senior centers. It's great for churches because it's not going to break the budget. And most of senior centers and churches and teachers are on a definite budget. So, and then utilize what you have. Utilize your glitters and your foils and just experiment and give yourself the opportunity to see what you can do with these. I promise you, you'll love them. Okay, it's me, Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple. I will be back next week. Next week is my collection of Simply Defined. We had to take a break for the shop that didn't hop, so I am finally back with a new collection of Simply Defined, and there's a twist to this collection. So I will see you next week. Thank you very much for staying with me, and much love to all of you. All right, you guys. Oh, where do you get all this product? Scrapbookingmadesimple.com. That's where you get it, unless you have a local retailer. And then go buy your Essentials glue pad from them. And if they've got some foils, buy it from them. And if they've got some Aladdin glitter, buy it from them. See what you can get from your local retailer, and then come shop online. All right, you guys. Me, Stacey, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. I'll see you next week. Bye.